Hello YouTube, welcome back. So we are on to the second war of the season now, which is DSVG, home to one of my good friends, J Will. So J Will, good luck, have fun, as you would say to everybody. We're going in again with the Negasonic Teenage Warhead. We're going in with Luke Cage and America Chavez today. So I'm going to make a boo-boo right at the start. Everyone who does this fight is going to know about it. And yeah, it's pretty stupid, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll keep telling myself it's fine. So on this node, you just don't throw special attacks. That's all you do. Just don't throw special attacks against Trei and you're fine. She won't do anything really to you. Yeah, you can do this with Onslaught. You can do this with NTW. You can do this with so many different people. Just don't throw a special. That's literally all there is to it. So I'm going to go into this fight here. Do you see there? I wasn't as boosted as what I was in the last war. I'm not doing as many fights. I got a couple bits going off, especially with my son this time. So I asked the officer if I could have just a little bit of like an allowance to just do a couple of fights, get them pushed out quite early. I think I did these at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something ridiculous when he woke me up in the middle of the night. So and when I say he, I mean my son, not the officer, by the way. So yeah, you can see here, Trei is going down so quickly. I don't need to do anything. Now, this is NTW's only fight of the war, but you're going to see here. So I throw the special, get the damage reflection, I'm like, oh, nice, and then bam! All of that health gone. I'm not healing her. She has no more use. But it was a good refresher because I definitely was in automatic sort of Alliance War mode. Fighting against one of the people here, which is Blue. Again, shout out to Blue. They did tag me in the GT40 chat, I think it was, actually saying good luck. Didn't realise they'd come here, but DSVG is a solid alliance that normally gets Masters, maybe top 10 more recently, actually, I think, if I'm not wrong. I think they've had a couple of top 10s. So yeah, Ebony Moore, again, Tactic Defender against Tactic Attacker and Luke Cage. There is pretty much nothing to this fight. Luke is just going to do Luke things. He is going to be disgusting. We're going to hit the special too. And yeah, he's just ridiculous. We're going to hit this parrying heavy just before the fall timer comes up, which is nice. And that's going to see off the rest of the fight. You can see the easy as you like 40 seconds, 40 seconds. Yeah, Luke is ridiculous. Him and Void, like I said in the last war video, I imagine they're going to be pretty much the main carries for me in this season. My officer could throw a few curveballs in, but we're going to go straight up to Path 8 in Section 2, and we're going to be fighting this Bishop. Now, I am going to Invorn against this Bishop. I just don't like fighting Bishop. I don't like baiting his special 2s. Don't like fighting him if I've not got an Incinerate immune and he decides to go crazy with special 1s. Luke has a built-in indestructible boost, but it was more in case just I took a couple of hits and then I didn't have it left for the special 3 or whatever. Because the plan is I'm just going to push him to special 3. I have the science boost on now, but they're mainly going to be for when I fight the Enchantress that I'm going to be fighting later on. So start off with the parrying heavy like I normally do with Luke. I want that debilitate to kick in so that all my buffs have all my debuffs, have a longer duration. So you can see here now I managed to get the Sunder up from having enough exhaustions. And I'm going to try and make sure I have at least 5 exhaustions if I can before I throw the special 2. Because then I have my main chance of having my 75% concussion reduction. Push him to special 3. It's going to do nothing from my indestructible boost. Bishop gets to have his little moment and go burr, and yeah, do nothing. So I think you see here it actually triggers Luke's Indestructible 2, which is annoying, but it is what it is. We're going to heavy off the Relic as I normally do, just to kind of refresh it, and then we're going to hit with another special 2. And yeah, this fight is basically over. As you can see, there was a little bit of chip damage, but it's fine. It's Luke Cage. This gore fight is one that can catch people out. It's caught many good players out over the sort of the time when he's been out on this node. Mainly, people send America Chavez to this fight, and she kind of just controls it. But you can see here, so I still have the Indestructible on just because I didn't want to get rid of it, just to put on a Power Start 1. So I'm going to do 4 hits and then a heavy attack, because for me that seems to be the best combo to give him at least like 1 to 1.5 bars of power. Then I'm going to punish the special 1 with another couple of hits and another full heavy attack to get the dimension up again, the negative zone dimension. This will then cause his power gain to be, as you can see, completely stopped from the Rich Get Richer, so I can bait another special 1. This one, I believe I'm going to go up for another full heavy to get the 3rd dimension of the negative zone. And this will start to reduce his power gain. So you see here, we're just keeping it under a bar, but my negative zone is about to fall. So I throw the special 1 to get increased damage, punish it or cancel out the heavy to gain the additional charge for the first one, and then straight back to getting the negative zones. I want to keep his power in control as much as I can, because if I let him throw 2 bars of power or a special 3, I'm dead. It's pretty much as simple as that. Or even if I take a blocked hit, but you're going to see here, I just punish him. Chavez goes crazy, and yeah, get out of that fight nice and quick. So only 1 left. We're going to skip through to this mini island here that no one's touched, and we're going to go up against Pickles Enchantress. Now, again, I said this in the last war video, I kind of find her quite boring right now. Fighting her so much, especially between the Alliance War and BGs. She seems to be everywhere. So I'm going to use just 1 potion just to kind of top her up, but it's not required. I do still have my Indestructible boost, so plan is to... Oh, I don't actually. I need to put it back on. So I put the advanced power on because I want to get the concussions. I'll eat at least 1 special free with Luke. Take that into the Indestructible. And then we will go nuts. Now this one has Bubble Shield and also the Root Node, so I need to make sure I am punishing her where I can to make sure I don't get rooted. But once the concussion kicks in, especially if I have the exhaustions active, it gives me then 75%, but because it's a Mystic Defender, it then doubles to 2 concussions, as you can see there. So that Bubble Shield and everything else is pretty much like gone now. You're going to see here, I don't trigger the Bubble Shield part once. By the time where the fight's kind of over, she throws a special 3. Again, Indestructible is going to eat all that for me, so we're completely fine. Her SB3 doesn't hit that hard anyway, and with how many debuffs I have on her, Inequity is going to reduce that damage anyway. So if you want to be super safe, I would say maybe throw on like a special 3 defense boost. But you're going to see here, again, as per normal, out of the relic into a heavy. She decides to throw the special 1, but again, the prompts aren't really to anything too crazy. I'm going to punish her heavy this time, knock her down straight away with another special 2. We get some more concussions. As you can see here, the concussions are just going wild. And we're just going to go through and try and rip through the last bit of the fight. And yeah, it was pretty much as easy as that. Luke kind of made that mini boss quite easy. Maybe a minute 20. And that's the end of my war. So this is recorded quite early in. Hopefully we get the win, and I'll catch you on the next one.